One of our favorite moves for tuning in the shoulder blade and a lot of shoulder motions, and also like some chronic neck tension, is the arm bar. It's kind of a combination like upper thoracic mobilizer, pec stretcher, but also engages a lot of your cuff, a lot of your shoulder blade muscles, along with some rolling pattern through your core. When we do this exercise, two things we like to throw in is a twist of the arm, more from the elbow. You can actually get a lot of wrist motion without moving your shoulder. So we like to see, can our shoulder move well? Does it feel secure? And do we have free head rotation side to side? If at any point those start to lock up, it means either you're not in a great position or it's too much resistance and your body's locking down, and this is basically not therapeutic. So for the arm bar, we start with our weight at the side. We roll over onto the side, grasp the weight, bring it into us. Then as we roll onto the back, as we pre-engage going across, you should have a nice automatic activation through your midsection. If not, we can do some of the zipping up sequences. That's in another video as far as making that a little more stable. So when we're on our back, we can have either the opposite leg straight or both of them bent. From this position, we're gonna have a nice stable base and press the weight. And when we're here, we're gonna start our tension checks. We wanna see, do we have a nice full rotation at the elbow as we go across? And do we have a nice easy turn to the head? Let's say if as I turn this way, I felt a little bit tight, I might double check my rib fixation, make sure my obliques are engaged, see if my shoulder blade pops down a hair. And if I feel this engage more into my body rather than into my neck, and my neck loosens up, I've just changed where the tension's going with the motion. That's the most valuable aspect of this exercise. So from this position, we've got a nice stable base with good shoulder motion, good neck motion. From here, we can either start with both knees up and roll to the side, or with this leg straight. For beginners, we can drive with this hip a little bit. Eventually, we want to get it more from the middle. But as we roll onto the side, you want to think of keeping the weight over top of the shoulder socket the entire time so it's nice and balanced. And when we get to this top part, we'll start to feel a little stretch across the pec. We should feel the shoulder blade engaging into the body, so when we're here, we should have the same neck rotation as if we're not holding a weight and as if we're on our back. If this starts to track more from into the body and up into the shoulder as it fatigues, you'll see this start to drop a little bit. That'll start to lock down our neck, and that would tell you you're not doing this ideally. Also from this position, we can do the same shoulder rotation, making sure we're pivoting from the elbow to make sure that we have not lost sort of a dynamic control through our rotator cuff and it's not locking down to try and protect the joint. To increase the pec stretch, we move across the body a little bit more, making sure the shoulder blade slides down. We're not moving through the shoulder socket, we're moving through the thoracic cage. And then we would just come back to the start. If you want to do a full rep, we then would put weight down and come back across. So from the side shot, we have the engage the weight, strong through the middle, strong through the core. Roll onto the back. Nice stable base, press the weight up, turn each way, drive on the side. From here, we want the shoulder blade engaging into the body. If it starts to dip like this, or starts to shrug up, that's when we're gonna start to bring back some of the chronic neck tension and put our shoulder into more of an impingement position. So we want to think of this sliding down towards the back pockets, either the same or opposite side, depending on the deviation. The more we go across, the more it has to work, the less. So we just hold that for a little bit, we check our neck, we check our shoulder, and we come back to the start position. From the opposite side, you're going to be able to see a little more of the pec stretch. We have our initial positioning, our press up, check each way. As we come across, you're going to want to see this part of the chest opening up as we come across. The air would be as we come across, all the motion happens here at the shoulder socket, which is going to cause a lot of anterior shoulder stress or some posterior impingement. So as we come across through here with our nice stable base, you want to see that opening happening from here to here, the shoulder blade sliding down, and not giving it any additional punishment into the front of our shoulder, which is a common area for a lot of our more weightlifter type injuries and things like that. So this is trying to get that to open up nice and strong. Head turn, shoulder turn, and come on back.